Sunday night, OCR TV coming at you live. I'm Wendell. We got Trey Landry. We got Thomas Morris. We got the 3-wide racing leagues. Nathan Young Design B-Car Series at Lucas Oil Raceway tonight. Gentlemen, we back at a short track-ish.
Ish.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a full-blown short track, I would say. It's one of the originals.
No.
Per se.
I'm riding in the blimp up top.
Okay. I actually like this track. I wish the real Xfinity series would come back here.
It's beneath them now, Trey.
I guess, but it was always a great show back when it was the Busch series.
Yes, it was. I'm sure we'll have one of those barn burners tonight, like they normally had, where you kind of. It's harder to pass here. We'll go ahead and say that. It's a typical short track kind of passing, not really many grooves, but I think might see some different strategy for some guys to get up front, maybe, and might make it where you have a tire battle trying to get back through the field.
I think so, but look at that leaderboard, Thomas, through qualifying. Some new faces in the top 5. Corey Lindsey on pole, Levi Zielinski.
David Wilson, third.
David Wilson, yeah. Tanner Sharp up there. Our defending champion, Nathan Velez, is going to roll off 7th tonight. Eric Mickey, does some. Yeah, look at Eric Mickey, our points leader, down there in 16th. Peter Short didn't even take a time tonight.
That's kind of shocking. I figured he's one of the guys that's been pretty good on the short tracks. Or maybe he did try and take a time, Trey. We've seen that happen before.
Very true. I'll have to look.
Oh, yes, he did. 2 dashes by those laps. So did not turn out the way he wanted. Oh, yeah, made some pretty sweet love at that turn 4 wall there. Regardless of that could shake up the playoff picture, which is a lovely segue for us to slide right into those playoff points. Corey Lindsey, currently the first guy out in playoff points, to my recollection. Yes, he is. 11th in points, just 12 points behind Richard Hines. So definitely starting up front, going to be a better advantage for him, Trey. You still got to put the whole race together, but that gets you out of the chaos maybe at the start of the race.
Yeah, without a doubt, big advantage for Corey. Starting on pole, Richard Hines mired back in 12th, mid-pack. And we've seen it before, Thomas. These short tracks, they could be a lot of chaos.
Now, one thing I'm not seeing, which could throw a whole monkey wrench into this, is Johnny Thomas is not here. He's currently only 17 points above the cutoff after losing 20 points last week. Trey lost 20 points in the playoff pictures. That killed his momentum he had going there.
Yeah, it looks like we got the cup standings showing on the broadcast. Yeah, we apologize for that.
God, our producer's just so producey. Thank goodness we read them off, though. So, yeah, we do have Eric Mickey surpassing Peter Short. Well, they're tied with wins, but if you look at the actual point standings, I think Eric has like a 59-point lead over Peter right now, which is pretty crazy. Kevin Finn is back tonight for all you Flying Finn fans. He has 2 wins on the season, and then if he can maintain his starts throughout the rest of the year, he can keep all those wins and advance into the playoffs. I believe Richard Lafferty is. Yeah, he's here for Johnny Thomas Racing, so one of the boys is here, and then Tanner Sharp's still riding that win from, I believe, Atlanta early in the season, so he's going to get off on that playoff win. And Paul Ross, he's, without a disaster, he's pretty much in with a 42-point lead with only 3 races left. You kind of have to have a Johnny Thomas kind of night like he did last week to lose that many points.
Well, speaking of Johnny Thomas, you mentioned it, Thomas. He's only 17 points above that cutoff line, and he's not here tonight. I believe what is the rule? There's 28 chartered drivers, so he'll get 28th place points tonight if he doesn't show up, if I remember correctly.
I believe so, and that's not good.
Yeah, especially like we said, Richard Hines is here, David Wilson, who is going to be starting third, looking to solidify his position a little bit. He's already, in the top 10, but he's looking to solidify that moving forward. Corey Lindsey, he could come out here big tonight, starting on pole, and even somebody like Nathan Velez back there in 14th, 50 points back, he could chop a big dent off that as well.
Well, like you said too, Trey, he won here last year, so he could throw this whole thing into disarray and get a win here and knock Richard Hines, currently on the bubble. Well, I guess actually tied with David Wilson, so that would be whoever's ahead of the other guy tonight, knock them out of the playoffs here, make them have to point their way back in.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, they talk about plate tracks, anything can happen. I think short tracks, anything can happen as well. So we could see a big shakeup leaving here tonight.
A shakeup on a short track?
No.
Never. I mean, it didn't happen in real life, but I'm sure it can happen in the virtual world. So,
well, real life is boring.
Yeah, I mean, Cal Busch guy, whatnot, Guess you should have bought some stock in brooms there.
Right.
I think we might be. I mean, you mentioned him. You got Levi up there in second. You can't count him out either. He's been, pretty good the first couple races. He's been back here in 3 wide. So you don't want to really write him off and say, oh, Corey Lindsey, he's got the pole. These guys have been around. Got even Drew Eisman's up there. He's already won one time this year in the Cup Series. But I think Levi, he's got that momentum up there. Maybe a little confidence now. Might try and ruffle some feathers and get a win here tonight.
Well, I think Levi Zielinski's kind of a bubble driver's worst nightmare. Could be because he hasn't raced enough races. Of course, they got the 70% rule here. So if he wins, he doesn't lock himself in. But if he wins, he takes that win away from a potential Nathan Velez or Corey Lindsey, one of those outside guys looking in.
Yeah, pretty much similar to what we saw Chuck do at Michigan. I believe Nathan Velez and ended up runner-up, and just, man, if Chuck, you don't want to say if Chuck wouldn't have been there, but if he wouldn't have been there, then that would have been Velez in the chase and knocking the playoffs and knocking the standings all around. But you got to play with what you've got. So everyone's got the same setup tonight, so you just got to outdrive that guy, or use the bumper, one of the two,
or both.
Not that anyone would use the bumper.
No, not here. Speaking of using the bumper, it sounds like you and Matt used the bumper on some Canadian internet tonight.
I tried to help. I'm just going to put that out there. But if there's anyone in Canada that has the Bell internet service like Mr. Kingston, I feel sorry for you because that is the worst internet service I've ever seen.
Poor Matt.
He was having DNS errors, and I tried to send him over to a different DNS platform, and that did not help at all.
Well, hopefully, since he won't be watching the race tonight, maybe he can fire up that brand new chicken fryer he's got and make us some chicken wings.
I would say he could watch it on his phone, but I believe that's also through Bell, and I think they're throttling his internet right now. So,
ooh,
good old Canadian internet, almost as good as Comcast in America.
Isn't Comcast Xfinity or?
Yeah, it's all the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same, right? It's, Spectrum.
It's whoever they buy out.
Well, should be an exciting race. Got a nice field. 23 tonight? 165 laps of short track action at a very good racetrack. Kind of dark on the track itself as a driver, but should be fun.
Well, this is before the whole put $1 million worth of lights around a track. So,
right. What's that company that does that? Muslin or something like that did Charlotte?
I don't remember. I remember when they did Chicagoland, and it was like $1.5 million, I think, just to do the new sections they added.
ORP is like, hey, we'll give you some beer.
Here's some
tickets
couple
to
of
hot
Indy.
Dogs. Yeah, tickets to Indy. Come throw some lights up.
I like it though. Like you said, it's more realistic. It's not just. I mean, the other way it's just like you're driving in the daytime.
I mean, it's tracks like these that made racing in the Midwest a place to be back in the day. Yeah, I remember watching the old Busch Series race here. Loved to watch these races. You know, they'd run here on the Saturday night, and then the Sunday the guys would take over the Brickyard. I always enjoyed the IRP. Back then it was IRP. I used to enjoy those races a whole lot more. That's back, it's back before they had to drill holes in the front of these Xfinity cars.
I was telling the producer before we came on air, I remember when this was called a park. Now they even dropped a park from it. It's just Lucas Oil Raceway.
Yeah. Indianapolis Raceway Park. Yeah. Well, let's grid them up.
Alrighty. Let's see if I can find my grid list here. All right. Well, you mentioned before, Trey. We got the man, the league owner himself, looking to get himself in the playoffs here. Corey Lindsay started on pole into his outside. The newcomer, but definitely no slouch. Levi Zielinski looking to steal a win here tonight, too.
All right. We got third place. We got David Wilson, who I'm sure is streaming this through his VR. So if you want to see what it looks like from a driver's perspective, check out his stream. To his outside, we got Drew Eisenman starting fourth.
Rolling off P5, the number 18, rocking that new little design on the car tonight for Paul Rawson. To his outside, Tanner Sharp looking to get another win here tonight for RK Motorsports.
And defending champion, race champion that is, starting seventh tonight, driving that number 48, Nathan Velez. And glad to see him back. Got his computer issues fixed. We got Kevin, the Flying Finn, in that number 14 machine, starting P8.
Rolling off P9, the always entertaining Matt Hackathorn. Into his outside, Richard Lafferty going to roll off P10 for Johnny Thomas Racing tonight.
And starting 11th, you got Chad Brown in that number 64. To his outside, that number 87, Richard Hines.
Rusty Webb going to roll off P13. And to his outside, I believe another man streaming tonight, Carlos Acosta. Go check him out on his Twitch feed. Going to roll off P14 as our pole sitter, Trey, has fell out of the room.
Oh, man. Isn't that his luck, though? I mean, good Lord. Anyway, Kyle Hanshaw starting 15th. Points leader, Eric Mickey starting P16.
That's incredible. Cody Wright going to roll off P17. To his outside, Jeffrey Cree going to roll off 18th.
Jordan Teal, rookie in the series, he's going to be starting 19th. Last driver to take time, Nick Miller, will bring it in on 20th.
Rest of field, Peter Short and Nathan Young going to bring up the final two spots-ish, with Nathan Young coming out of retirement this week, Trey. Quickest retirement ever, even quicker than Mark Martin.
All right.
I believe that's going to promote, I'm going to say, David Wilson to the pole.
Yeah. I think they're discussing it in driver's chat. They don't have lane choice. But...
Wow, that is heartbreaking for the pole sitter. Well, provisional pole sitter at the time.
And bubble driver.
Yeah, points just throwing them out the window right now. And the 6:11 rule is in effect tonight, so you get 11 laps before you're eliminated from the race.
Yeah, wouldn't that suck? You win the pole, you get dropped, you come back in, you're 11 laps down, you can't even race. That just sucks.
I've seen it before. Pace car's off and the field is green. Looks like Zielinski's going to get the jump.
So far, a pretty clean start, Thomas. We got 39 of David Wilson around. 64, Chad Brown is around as well. 46.
Hanshaw around. Those are teammates of 39. I think the 39 just got loose.
Oh, that didn't take long.
Yeah, he got loose. 64 coming in behind him also sideways.
Good thing is it looked like nobody hit nobody, so everybody should get them straightened. We'll be back to green shortly.
Yeah, that was an entertaining first corner.
Chuck wants to know if there was oil on the track. Apparently,
Then something. Maybe the tears of Corey Lindsey.
right?
Boys. Going back to the watching the pole sitter drop out of a race. A certain race I was in probably 2 years ago now. The guy was leading the points, qualified on the pole, dropped before the start of the grid, didn't get credit for starting the race because he didn't start the race, and lost the championship.
Oh man, that would suck.
I don't believe he's in chat tonight, but I believe his buddy is. Chuck Sweeting should ask his pal Randall Fox about that one. That was heartbreaking to watch, even for Randall. Because internet problems, like Trey, there's nothing you can do. It's nothing on your end. It's like it's the masses of the internet gods.
I went through my spout here a couple of weeks ago with that. It's frustrating.
One thing I just picked up on there too is these guys getting some, I won't say damage repair, but getting tires and getting back going again. You got to be careful because the field almost lapped them.
Yeah, it's quick around this racetrack. These guys did pit stops 15.2 and still almost lost a lap. Still some NASCAR trivia, Thomas. Since Matt's not here.
Put me on the spot there.
Yeah, so Thomas, do you know the difference between a porcupine and the number 18 race team?
No, I don't.
No?
No. Mm-mm.
So, with the porcupine, the pricks are on the outside.
Oh boy.
It's NASCAR trivia brought to you by OCR TV.
We'll be here all night. And it looks like for our Corey Lindsey fans, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to come back in. It hasn't scored him in the race server. It may have, when he kicked him, it may have kicked him out for good.
Ah, man, you hate that. He's one of the great guys, backbone, league owner. Finally has a pole position, has a great shot at doing well in this race, and he gets dropped, man. That sucks.
So where you wish you had a live feed to his room, you could probably see his wheel flying across the room right now.
Bill, computer, modem, everything.
All right, well, we're getting ready to go back to green here. Looks like it's going to be Zelensky and Eisman on the front row.
Yeah, Zelensky's chosen the outside here.
Back to green.
Wasted no time. Levi got a good jump, but Drew Eisman got a good jump as well.
Hard to make it stick on that bottom, as we've already seen, though. That top line is definitely the preferred groove. Yellow again.
Out again.
Ooh, another.
Ooh,
like
leader gets loose, spins it into the wall. Oh my gosh. Leader, I don't know what he was doing. Spun out, collected Tanner Sharp and Drew Eisman.
Wow.
Must be a lot of front brake in this setup.
I guess the Eclipse does strange things.
Wow.
Wow, that is. Paul Ross got a piece of that as well. Tanner Sharp. Yeah, you're right. Man, those guys are done.
Yeah, Tanner Sharp is spraying for mosquitoes, so he's definitely got that car machine hurt.
Meanwhile, that wasn't the original cause of the caution.
Yeah, I don't even know what the original cause was.
Looks like... check it here. Wow. Yeah, Richard Lafferty getting loose is what we're hearing. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that collected... it's like a piece of Velez, Richard Hines, Eric Mickey, Matt Hackathorn, Nick Miller, Peter Short may have missed that. Jeez, I think half the field got taken out in this collective caution.
Wow. So did you say Eric Mickey got caught up in that?
Oh, yeah, he got a big piece of front-end damage on that one. I think Peter Short made it out all right. He kind of stopped missing.
Oh man.
I think one car was on its lid or on its side. We know the 51's done. He took a digger. Hackathorn's got some rear end damage, but the front looks alright, so he should be alright. What a wild way to start this short track adventure. At this rate, Johnny Thomas is going to maintain points by default. Looks like we had, who's that staying out? Kevin Finn stayed out under this caution. Nathan Velez, Cody Wright, looks like Hanshaw. I believe, Hackathorn's got to come back in for damage. Well, Trey, you said it'd be exciting.
Yeah.
I can't recall the last time I saw the leader wreck under caution.
Me either. I'm just curious as to what the brake bias is set. That looks like a brake bias wreck there.
That's still an odd one though, because you don't have to slam on brakes when the caution's out.
Me neither. But hey, Thomas, NASCAR trivia time.
Oh god. Is it actually trivia this time, or is it more jokes?
No, it's trivia. Hey, if Danica Patrick, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Jeff Bodine were in a boat and the boat sinks, who would be saved?
Probably the boat.
Half the cars in Sunday's race.
Jesus Christ. Wow. That's a good one. Although she didn't hit much at Bristol this week. I left that to Chase Elliott and the others. Who was that? Oh, Austin Dillon. God, he killed that Earnhardt guy. Jeffrey, not Dale. I mean, he literally did. He lost a tire and just speared him in the wall, Munger style.
Ooh, Munger style.
No needles needed. As we're back to green, Kevin Finn gets a huge jump on Nathan Velez.
Yeah, he did. He took off.
Ooh, Velez thought better in that lane change then.
Yeah, he tried, right?
All right, boys, let's get a lap in. Nope.
Eric Mickey around again.
Looks like did he click Drew Eisman again? Yes, he did. And Paul Ross got another piece of that one. I think that 66 is done after that one. I heard it go kaboom. Oh, look, Corey Lindsey joined again. So if I'm Mr. Strategic Man here, Trey, I'm not pitting.
No.
Ever.
No.
Not until I'm out of fuel. And Eric Mickey has taken her behind the wall for the night. That's game over. He's joined Tanner Sharp.
And hopefully they come and joined our stream tonight.
I'm sure Eric has nothing better to do.
Right?
Those small hands.
All right, so it's NASCAR trivia time again, Thomas.
You're going to run out of them before this night's over with.
It could be possible. What does Dale Earnhardt and Pink Floyd have in common?
Oh, come on, that one's easy. The greatest hit is the wall.
Yeah. I mean, I got to throw our headering out there every now and then. So, yep, their last big hit was the wall.
Just turn 4 for one of them. Then. We had a terrible joke. I can't say that on air, but remind me to tell you after the stream. It was a pretty good one.
Oh, so since you knew that one, why do rednecks do it doggy style? So they both can watch the race.
Bringing you all the greatest NASCAR trivia here on OCR TV.
Oh, are we on NASCAR Live?
No? Well, we're on
No?
iRacing Live, kind of.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It wasn't working earlier. I don't know. If we are, hello. We got Eisman in chat saying that's the shortest race I've had in a while. Well, it happens.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Until you beat my Carb Cup record, I don't want to hear about it. I didn't even make it. Once I gridded, I wrecked. So
It's like automatic.
I was like, it just took me longer to load in this room than it did to grid. Okay. I'm sure we'll get sorted out here. This reminds me of Martinsville, the 24 Hours of Martinsville earlier this year. Remember, that's when Kevin Finn went 3 laps down and made them all up and finished second. So wouldn't be surprised if we see that again tonight as we have 14 cars currently scored on the lead lap. Looks like Paul Ross is your first car 1 lap down. Actually, looking at the field, I believe Paul Ross is the only car still running back there of the lap down cars.
Yeah.
I think we legit only have 15 cars remaining, so we've about half the field there almost. You know what that means? We're going to get green flag racing at some point here.
Would hope.
Speaking of green flag, looks like Kevin Finn's going to bring him back to the green one more time.
Big jump by Kevin.
I thought Velez might do better this time, but he still snookered him a little bit.
3 wide through 1 and 2 is 33. Peter Short shoots through the middle there. Can't quite make it work. Shoots to the high side. Going to make it around Cody Wright, though.
Ooh, 38 sideways that time. Oh, Jordan Till tips the 2
Carlos
cars.
Acosta.
Oh, no, 32's around as well. Looks like that 88 of Rusty Webb's blowing up, Trey.
Oh.
Not sure what he got collected in there. Must have ran into that one when it was happening. Oh, yeah. Carlos got a hard hit on the 88 and the wall. Well, points are settling themselves tonight, apparently.
Yeah.
Although David Wilson's still out there circulating after getting caught up on his turn 1 tomfoolery, and if he can stay on the track at this point, he's looking like he's can probably score a top 10 if he can keep it going in the right direction here.
Yeah, if I'm a bubble driver, I'm doing everything I can to stay on track.
Got any more trivia?
I'm looking. I didn't realize I was going to have this many.
That's what she said.
Might have to skip this one.
Well, Drew Eisman said he had, 32 minutes of damage? Oh, you can get that fixed. You'll be more than 11 laps down, but you can get that fixed. That was pretty cool. It wasn't scoring Corey Lindsey, but when he came in the room, it did score him. It put him 20 laps down.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's out of the race.
It's like very clever iRacing. So should I make the joke now about if we had day to night transitions, we might see the sun come up?
Yeah, right?
It just looks like it's a little tricky to drive off that high line. You can't really get the power down to pass anybody on the low line.
So when Danica Patrick lost her primary sponsor, does that mean she has GoDaddy issues?
Oh, God. Why? Well, hopefully her new sponsor can get to the root of the problem. Get it, Aspen
Oh.
Dental. Come on. That's all I got. Kevin Finn gonna take the outside one more time here. That seems to be the preferred restart zone area thingy. Peter Short has worked his way up there now, Trey. Currently running a P4.
Yeah.
Honestly, we can't count him out to try and sneak a win in here.
Nope. Our defending race champion is currently running P2. Can't count him out.
See if he can get a better restart this time. Nope.
Peter Short got a good restart though.
That's a tough restart zone though, right in the still in the corner. Looks like we're trying to sort ourselves out mid-pack there. Looks fairly clean. Everyone shuffles to the high line here.
Yeah, it's definitely the preferred line.
Gonna have to do the old drive it in and slide up in front of them, front of them if you want to make any moves, but it's easier said than done. It's a Hanshaw using that apron down there.
That's right. He lost that spot to Chad Brown. He's going to lose another spot to David Wilson. Maybe Jeffrey Acree as well. Nope, slides up.
It's like Lafferty and Paul Rawls, who have both used up some of their cars tonight. Not their own doing most of it. Oh, Acree's around. Looks like maybe off the front bumper of Paul Rawls. Yes, it is. Looks like, I don't know, maybe it looks like he may have tried to stop and not run into the 46, and the 18 didn't know he was going to stop and just kind of pop right out of the way. I would think that's maybe what I would say if I was Paul, at least.
Oh, looks like they are going to come down pit road now. This puts them in their window.
Yeah, one-stop race, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Nathan Young in the lead lap? Yeah, he's going to stay out here. I don't know if I just wouldn't stay out still.
I'm with you, Thomas.
Although if everyone came in, it's not that big of a gamble, but you could definitely steal some points. Because I don't know if we're done wrecking yet or not. Looks like it's going to be 4 tires for everybody. Looks like they maintain position of pit lane there, the top 3 at least. And the gaggle of damaged cars rolling off pit lane at the moment. The battle of getting your damage done and not getting lapped. I believe Nick Miller may have cut that. God, it's about as close as you can cut that. Well, Trey, any bad jokes again you can tell?
No, I'm not coming up with any, so I'm looking for any help from the peanut gallery out there.
Yeah, come on, Peanut Gallery. Oh, looks like you have a new friend in chat, producer, that you should probably take care of.
Bert's into teabagging. Good old Chuck.
Producer, did I hear right? It's a full moon, because that would solve a lot of problems, I'm guessing, tonight.
All right, we're getting ready to go back green, Thomas.
Yeah, I'm running out of the catchy things to say. We've done it so many times.
I know, right? I've run out of jokes.
Break out your dad book.
Fuck.
All right, so we got Peter Short and Kevin Finn on the front row this time. See if Peter can maybe match Kevin's jump this time. And back to green. Good start that time.
Peter Short, good run there into the 1 and 2. Is gonna try to make that pass. Yep, he does.
First bottom line pass we've seen all night there.
Nathan Velez gets around Cody right as well, so move that 48 in the third.
See if we can get some green flag running here and see how this actually shakes out. See if anybody can charge forward or maybe fall back. I think it's going to be pretty tough to get that car right against that wall all night, but not knocking it down, kind of like we see at Bristol.
Yeah. Chad Brown gets to the wall, loses a couple of spots to David Wilson.
Jordan Till sailed it down in there. Didn't stick as well as I think he thought it was. Going to go around up
down the front stretch.
Hard
into the wall and cautions out.
That might be it for him, though. That's smoking pretty good. Boy, the old Eisentech body shop's going to be a little busy. I think on that one he may have sacrificed himself, though, to not take out Richard Lafferty.
Yeah.
I can't believe Chuck doesn't have any trivia from, maybe the 1960s or 70s he could throw away.
Right. Hey, do you know what really grinds Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s gears?
Him shifting?
Transmission failures. That was kind of lame.
Carlos Acosta passing as a lucky dog, I'm assuming, on the inside. That's new.
Apparently he's a little angry.
He's a little mad at, I don't remember now who turned him, but when he got turned earlier. I'm not going to name any names, producer, because my memory's terrible. So. You can rewind the stream and watch it. Oh, that's right, producer. Good point there. You can also check out their Twitters. I'm sure they'll be tweeting up a storm about that one.
Oh, was there drama on the tweeter?
I'm sure there will be after this one.
Mm. Speaking of Twitter, I thought Johnny Thomas wasn't supposed to retire until 2018.
Well, I haven't seen a driver retire yet. They keep retiring and coming back, so. Eisenman. Who's the other? Nathan Young. He's back tonight. Probably still running in the top 10. Yeah, currently ninth. So if he can keep his nose clean, he can probably walk away with a top 5 at this rate. We have, what, 12 cars in the lead lap? So still knocking them off there. I believe Jordan Till is on pit lane still. He probably done for the night after that hit. It looked a little extensive to fix there in 11 laps, Trey.
Yeah, I think he's done. Rusty Webb, 9 laps down. He's still on pit road. He's probably done as well. Nick Miller, who's trying to come back on track, but still 9 laps down. We'll see.
Yeah, he's been losing. I think he lost 2 laps of that cycle of green flag running. So looks like Corey Lindsay was in chat saying a power surge was awesome. So yeah, that sounds awesome. Maybe he was running so fast with the pole tray, he just blew all the circuits.
Probably, what was it, 88 miles an hour?
A DeLorean Racing Series, that would be the ticket.
Yeah. So we got Peter Short, our leader. He's choosing the inside tonight.
That's a, I don't know, that's a pretty smart move, seeing what he did last time. He can just, get the jump and set his pace into one. Yeah, he's gone.
Thought about changing lanes. There he goes.
He's like, I went up there bad, man. Clean so far. Everybody's cycling up to that high line.
So we got John Brummett in chat. He said iRacing was useless to find this race. Well, the way to solve that problem, John, is hit that subscribe button. We'll send you alerts when we go live, so you can't miss any OCR TV action.
That's right, as long as the YouTube algorithm works. But if you click the bell and make sure notifications are enabled, you should get a little notification dingy thing in your YouTube menu that tells you we're live. Because clearly iRacing won't do that.
Maybe it's my bad jokes.
Could be their bad coding. Oh, Jeffrey Creaser in on the front stretch, gonna take out Kyle Henshaw. Bounced off. Oh, Richard Lafferty takes a shot back at him.
Suicide bomber there.
I believe it's like Lafferty pushed up into him. Check it from a different angle. Yeah, this kind of ran him over off corner exit. That's the second time 32's been run over off of turn 4.
No, Kyle, they don't.
Kyle's a little upset after that one. Like I said, Trey, though, all you got to do is keep it going tonight, and you're going to get pretty good points. And now he's taking a pretty big hit to that front end.
Well, looks like Carlos gets maybe another lap back.
Yeah, it should be 1 lap down now after this. It's going to put him up there with, I believe, the 32 and the 8 probably got some pretty heavy damage after that one. So he should be the first car 1 lap down once we get back to green again, with 10 cars currently on the lead lap and pretty much in the race. I think, 11 or 12 still circulating.
Yeah, 10 cars on the lead lap. Although I don't know if Kyle Hanshaw's going to lead lap.
He's still going. Producer, how many cautions have we had tonight? 7 cautions, Chuck, is what we had so far. They said it would be tricky, but I didn't think it would be this tricky.
Yeah, 7 cautions for 31 laps.
Out of the 50 ran so far. Well, 49.
Well, on the bright side, Nathan Velez, 50 points back, currently running third tonight. Looking to gain some on those bubble drivers, so definitely good for him.
Right now he's going to gain. Ooh, that's still not going to be enough, though. He's going to have to. He would need 3 of these in a row to even be close to a shot at it, right? Because Richard Hines is 21st, so you're not even looking at 20-point gain right now. If you 320s would be 60. That's all you need, but that's easier said than done with the schedule coming up. But stranger things have happened, I guess.
Plus, too, it really helps his case that his BFF AF, that number 83 at Johnny Thomas, is not here tonight.
That's true. I forgot about that. That's going to depend on what he does. He can come back next week and still, point his way in as well. But that's definitely tonight going to drop him out of the top 10. Just a matter of who's going to pop in, with Corey Lindsey not getting any points and people like David Wilson that's still in the top 5. But we're getting ready to go back to green again here with Peter Short on the bottom. Got a good jump last time. See if he can do it again.
Yes.
Yes, he does. That is a tricky spot to restart right off the exit of the corner. Makes it real hard for that guy in second place to really get that jump on you. Top 4 settling out here. Top 5 at least. Matt Hackathorn trying to get around Chad Brown. Going to bring Nathan Young with him, maybe. Nope, can't quite get it done there. Chad Brown disappears on the track.
One of those where you just pull the cord and say, I'm done.
He came back in. It was kind of a weird lag out there on my end. Kevin Finn driving back to the back bumper of Peter Short there, maybe trying to say, hey, bud, you're not going to get away that easy. I'm sure Kevin's pretty hungry to get back at the wheel here, Trey. He's had a few weeks off with those computer issues, looking to maybe get up here and get racy again.
Hey, he's looking a little racy. That's why I kind of like to see this thing go green for a while, see what he's got.
And they start beating and banging on each other. You get that 48 right behind him, too.
Oh, it's 14 hits into the wall a little bit there.
It's just a love tap.
Yeah, little Darlington stripe.
I don't even think it put a wrinkle in the car. Well, that car is also Army strong, too, Trace.
Oh, without a doubt. Looks like that's the battle right now. Maybe you got a little battle 6th and 7th between Hackathorn and Nathan Young. Carlos Acosta just blew up. Yeah.
All that work to get the lucky dogs, and it just blew up. So he's going to pull it off the surface there and not bring out a yellow. It's smart. Looks like maybe David Wilson and Cody Wright shaping it to be our next little battle here for 4th and 5th. Like I said, Hackathorn also in that mix.
So we got a request producer from chat to see some in-car action. I'm sure our lovely producer, Wendell, can bring you that.
So I've been waiting to show you that all night because I'm sure you don't want to see it under yellow. It's just like normal people driving down the interstate. By normal, I mean, when it's not on their cell phones.
Right.
You're just going to hit a little bit of lap traffic here. Henshaw looking to get lapped here already. That damage is definitely slowing them down.
Yeah, he's got to be a little frustrated too.
Yeah, I've been caught up in stuff that wasn't his fault tonight so far. That, yourself, Trey, if you mess up, that's one thing, but when you just keep getting caught up in other people's messes, it's just frustrating. You end up like Kurt Busch and just kind of go off the rails. There are two little groups of 3 or 4 here. The top 3 is still kind of together, and the from 4th on back still together as Nathan Young's trying to make that low line work on Hackathorn. Didn't really get any traction that time.
Looks like Richard Hines done for the night. He's going to finish 21st.
We kind of hear this on plate tracks, Trey, but I feel like it might be coming into effect tonight. Maybe they just want to ride around and get some laps in at this point.
Yeah.
Just kind of settle in and get your rhythm for a minute.
Uh, 21 of Nathan Young dropped down, kind of like that 18 car of Paul Ross by him for 7th.
18 still got a little bit of speed in that car despite being in a few incidents tonight. Guess that front end damage not hurting them too bad. Looks to me like the 18, if you watch him, he's kind of going in high like other guys, but he's cutting that car back down across the track on the exit, trying to get that launch off.
Kind of a late entry, early apex, maybe.
Looks that way. See, Hackathorn's kind of trying to do that, but Hackathorn's actually running lower all the way through the corner. They all safely navigate around the slow car of Kyle Hanshaw there.
It kind of looks like maybe Cody Wright might be holding up David Wilson just a little bit.
Yeah, normally, you see the train of cars behind you. It's usually that guy in front holding them up. But it's so difficult to get that pass done as Matt's trying to make the pass here under 4. It's just so hard to get that power down. We've seen it all night. It's like it spins up the rear wheels.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks where it can take you 2 or 3 laps to make that one pass, as Matt Hackathorn does get around David Wilson. So move Matt up to P5.
Well, Ross also going to get around David Wilson in this same lap too there. He set his sights on Matt and Cody in front of him. One thing too, I'm wondering too, Trey, you get enough laps going. I know we've thinned the cars down a little bit, but that dynamic track comes into play. Maybe gets a little bit of rubber in the high line. Maybe you want to start moving down a little bit to get a little more grip in, especially the front end.
Yeah, we've seen it before where these guys run high all night, then all of a sudden it's you go down low to make it work. So we'll see.
Of course, us saying that, they'll probably just go even higher. I'm curious to see if this 18 he can. I know we don't know the yellow, but he's actually matching the pace of the leaders right now. If he could get back up there with Peter and Kevin, that might be a 3-way battle there. Looks like Velez is starting to fall off just a little bit from those guys in front of him. Actually, all the times they're still within a 10th or 2 of each other. It's pretty tight racing. To make it real hard to make up any position, any track time on the guys in front of you.
Yeah, just throw a blanket over it, right?
Well, that is short track racing, I guess. So we got Hackathorn tried to maybe take a look at Cody right there. Couldn't get it done. Gonna fall back in. Still running that, I call it middle of the track groove there. Got Paul Ross breathing down his neck. Or back bumper, I should say. Ooh, 38 in the wall a little bit there. Ooh, 38 in the wall again. Gonna stack up the 12 behind him. Maybe give the 18 a shot at these guys. Still pretty much the only battle happening right now, from 4th on back, 4th to 7th at the moment. Yeah, Chuck, it looks like he is. 38's kind of sliding more and more up through the corners there, burning that right front off as he tags along on the back stretch. Little contact with a 12.
Ooh, it's going to save it. Yeah, he does.
18's going to try and go on the apron to get around him. That's pretty crazy, as the 39's going to try the outside. That was interesting. 38 kind of came off the wall. You know how that is, Trey? You try and get that car off the wall, and it's really tight with the 12 and kind of just doored him down the straightaway. See if David Wilson, who was behind all these guys, now is back in front of them. See if he can make the move on Cody right now.
You know, these guys have been stuck behind Cody Wright for a while. It just makes you wonder, Thomas, when are the tempers going to run out and somebody's going to lay the bumper to that 38 car?
Well, if you let that 12 back up there, he might get it done. I have a feeling. I'm no betting man. Actually, I am. But you might want to move him out of the way after that contact. Because he's still right there with these guys as they are side by side into one. It's just such a hard pass to make. It's a good run there. There was a 38. Looks like he got tight again.
Yep, 39 is going to complete that pass. I'm not saying that 38's doing anything wrong as caution comes out.
Ooh, somebody on the front stretch is around. Nathan Velez around on the front stretch. Was running P3.
It looks like he got up into the wall there and just kind of pulled it down and got loose coming on the front stretch there.
Yeah, Trey, the 38 doing nothing wrong there. It's just one of the natures of the track here. You just can't get that pass done easily, so you got to sit there and work at it, and the guy behind you just gets so frustrated. Well, welcome to short track racing.
Right. Well, Thomas, what do you do here? Do you pit?
Yeah, you'll pit now. There's only 9 of you on the lead lap, so pretty clear from that run that Peter Short, Kevin Finn, and possibly even Paul Ross, 3 of the quickest cars on track.
Looks like Peter Short will win the battle off pit road, followed by Kevin Finn.
And David Wilson gonna roll out P3. Cody Wright beat off your favorite phrase there, Tread. Was that Hackathorn and Chad Brown? Velez still beat Nathan Young out after No damage, I don't believe, on the 48. Just went around from that slight wall contact in 3 and 4 there. Looks like Paul Ross took that time to get a little more damage fixed as well. Not that he needed to. I don't know if I would have took the time. Trey had pretty good speed in that car.
Yeah, but only, 10 cars in the lead lap, so it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I guess not. You're only just past halfway, so. Woo! So, Trey, did you hear the news about Charlotte might add a chicane in the fourth corner for the Roval coming up this fall?
Oh, putting a bus stop in?
Yeah, just like a chicane to slow them down, I guess, before they get to the hard braking of turn 1.
Why would you do that?
Because, it's NASCAR.
I mean, if those, well,
I don't think it's permanent, like the done decision yet, but that was in the works. I was like, kind of takes the fun out of it.
I mean, you got those B cars that run Road America, and they come up and down that long front straight, and they could slow down for turn 1. So
that's what I said. It's NASCAR, so I figured they figure one more chicane will cause one more, passing zone or pile up. So
drama.
We're getting ready to go back to green. It's Peter Short back on the bottom again. See if Kevin Finn can jump with him this time, or maybe he can pull David Wilson along. Wilson does get a better jump. Clears Cody right into turn 1 as they're going to single file out the top 4.
If I'm David Wilson, I do everything in my power to keep Cody right behind me.
You're like, oh no.
Not this again.
Now the 12 is right behind him, as we said. 38 didn't do anything on purpose there, but 12 might be a little more forceful to get around him this time.
Yeah, it's getting to that point of the race where patience is starting to wear thin. The 12 is side by side of that 38 going into turn 1. Can't quite make it stick yet.
Just can't get that power down. We saw it at a Ford, just spun the tires up and lost all that momentum. And be careful too, because then you'll have the 48 breathing down your neck on the high side. That'll lose you another spot. Leia's going to jump to the inside of Hackathorn there. 12 had a little bobble there.
So, Thomas, when are they supposed to run the Roval at Charlotte? This year or next year?
What was this fall? Is it next fall?
I'm not sure.
Well, John wants to know if chicane on a speedway. Not technically a speedway at that point because it's a Roval. So I'm not sure. I didn't even look at the full layout, but I'm pretty sure they do the thing where they still run through 3 and 4 NASCAR side. And they're going to brake hard to cut back to the infield, but I guess they feel they need a chicane to slow them down.
They really want to have fun. They'll turn the July Daytona race into the road course race. That would be awesome.
Yeah, you're right. Next year, sure.
Yeah. Nathan Velez making his way around Cody Wright. Let's move Nathan back up to P4.
As Hackthorn's still trying to find a way to get around him.
Caution out for
Jeffrey Cree.
as his woes continue.
Looks like he was running the low line through 3 and 4 and just
Looping it
looped
around.
Also saw another car back there in the wall. Is that Nick Miller? Yes, it was. He also pounded the outside wall on that 99 machine. He's currently 10 laps down, so he's only one away from getting parked.
Looks like everybody's coming down pit road again. Except
Not
for-
everybody.
Yeah, except for our leaders.
Yeah. Looks like
Peter
Short
Short.
stayed out, Wilson, and
Yep.
I believe Nathan Young also stayed out. I don't think that was enough laps to pit, really.
Yeah. Kind of with you on that one.
This brings in that thing I've always wanted in, well, all the series, really, because of the way we do the league racing, and they're so much shorter, but a tire limit in iRacing that keeps you from just
Yeah.
coming in and pit every caution. That would turn a league race on its head, basically. Because if you, 165 laps, if you limit them to, well, I don't know, 2 sets of tires, that changes the whole game.
I think it'd be awesome. I don't see why they couldn't do it.
Yeah, screw the day to night transitions. Give me those tire lockdowns. Anybody can slap 4 tires on it every caution. Make it a little more of a head game there.
What was it? NASCAR 2003, you could even change the tire wear, right?
Yeah, increase it depending on the length of race.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea because, that way you can accelerate your tire wear and not have to run a 400-mile race. Not that iRacing wants to do that. Although they kind of do that with track rubbering already, right? You can accelerate it to an advanced state.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want some of these cars to handle that bad, though.
Right.
Some tracks you wouldn't even get a full lap in before the tire would wear off. Place like Pocono or maybe Martinsville, where you'd already cooked the tires by the time you get a lap or 2 in.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I wish they could do that in real life. I wish the tires. I wish we had tire wear in NASCAR nowadays.
One day. See, Chuck said tire limits would be cool. Chuck, you gotta put that in the features and suggestions on the forums on iRacing. That thing they never read.
Yeah.
I can't give them too much crap. They've done pretty good lately getting all the stuff they have out, but that would be one thing that would just change all the league racing for sure. Even officials, I think that would. I mean, a C-Fix. Think how many people come in and put their own tires in a caution. You couldn't do that.
Well, it's good to see David Wilson running up front.
Yeah, he drives for the pilot performance group there for Mr. Brown, looking to, like we said many times, keep himself in the playoffs. And remember, he's also in VR, so definitely he's had an eventful night. Make sure to check that out. I don't know how they do it. I've watched those. It's, whew.
I don't know if I could do it.
Back to green here. Big Short gets a big jump. Our intern had one, Fredericks. Made his head sweat too much, though.
Made his mascara run.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Kevin Finn going to make the move on David Wilson. Try to, at least, if he can sell it down into 3 and 4 and get around him.
David Wilson did a good job of backing up that corner. Tried to hold him off, but can't quite. Now he's under fire by that 48 machine.
48's got that short run speed, I've noticed. This seemed like he lost a little bit on that long run we had.
Ooh, as Peter Short gets a little wobbly off the corner there, allows Kevin Finn to close up.
14's just waiting for that one little mistake you can take advantage of here and try to pop around that 33.
Might be waiting a while. Peter doesn't make too many mistakes.
Yeah, we had the rare one last week, I guess, in the Cup race at Kentucky when he got tangled up with the, I believe, Zelensky car. But other than that, yeah, he's been pretty solid all season.
Of course, we know too that we're seeing tires come into play a little bit now. Thomas at 33 and 39 stayed out. They just got 39 got passed by the 14 and the 48 with fresh tires.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, those new tires can come into play here. Wouldn't think it. I didn't think it was enough laps to matter, but I guess I could be wrong once again. Nothing new there.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what would happen if this thing stays green.
14 got a little bit of the wall there.
33 got a little bit as well.
Monkey see, monkey do. As a 14 definitely showing a little more speed this run. Like I said, those tires probably coming into play. One thing too, you want to make sure to get good use out of those tires. You know, this is when you've got the advantage on Peter. The more you run, the more they're going to level out. So, and it doesn't take too long to click them off here. About 22 seconds a lap. You know, we're under the 60 to go mark here. So.
Kevin looks like he wants to try on entry. He's definitely better than that 33 car on entry, but I think here it's exit that matters.
Yeah, getting that power down to drive down these straightaways. I saw it mentioned in the chat earlier, a pretty long sweeping corner for a short track, so it makes a little bit of a challenge, you know, with a flat corner like that. Kind of like basically like a smaller Homestead was back in the day. Only difference is you run the top here, not the bottom.
I used to love that flat Homestead track.
I mean, it was fun, right? And then they had to go and NASCARify it. Very banking. Man, if they just let us in charge for like a week, Trey, we could fix it all.
I know, right? Caution is out again.
Big mess on the front stretch. Was that a Cree again? No, looks like Nathan Young part of it. Oh, maybe a little contact with Chad Brown. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like he just pushed up into Chad Brown there.
He just about came off the wall, and in the minute the car stopped, here comes the 64 sliding right back into him. Kind of like punishment to your crime there already. You tip the guy, and then he kind of returns the favor. Not meaning to, it just kind of slides back into you. Well, what do you do now, Trey? I guess we're pitting.
I'm really surprised that the 14 or the 48 didn't stay out here.
Now, do you take 2 if you're the 14? I think I would try it.
I would. Or the 48.
He's got to win. The 14 does, so why not try the 2 here? He just about missed that pit stall.
Oh, they're both taking 4.
Wow. Man, no one wants to gamble anymore.
I might have stayed out. Or like what you said, Thomas, tried 2.
Yeah, I mean, the staying out probably would be better than the 2, because the 2 is probably going to upset the car. But yeah, if you come down, at least take 2.
Oh, we got Chuck in chat. He says Indy's going to be good tomorrow night. I think that's code for watch out 3-wide racing.
Hopefully. I mean, the virtual Indy always seems to put on a better show than the real life Indy, NASCAR-wise. So. Also, for all you Hackathorn fans, he had some pretty serious internet issues there. Had to leave and come back in under this caution, but scored 7 laps down at the moment. So, not great for Hackathorn. Going to have some more trouble to sneak back into that top 10. So he might get around to Cree, though, because he's still in pit lane.
Chuck said he learned something in practice. Oh boy.
You can teach an old dog new tricks.
That's all I gotta say is, oh boy.
Indy's one of those places, Trey. Either this seems like either you know how to get around it, or you just kind of putt around and get through it.
I'm good at Indy in turns 1 and turn 4.
3?
No, 3.
4.
Yeah, 1 and 3. Yeah, it's 2 and 4 that give me the fits.
Those little short shoots where you got to just set that car right, or you're just gonna
Yep.
push out of the. Yeah, it's just I don't know, and it's different too because 1 and 3 are completely different how you can set them up and how the way they feel. So
Yeah, I mean, I would love Indy. Really, I mean, I'm decent in turn 4, but if we could just like totally bypass turn 2, I'm all for it at Indy.
well, that should be an exciting one tomorrow. Hopefully, a little less drama filled than tonight. Although the real life cup race at Indy showed us that anything can happen. So.
Right?
All right, looks like we're going to go back to green here. Once again, 14:33 in the front row. Everybody's got the same tires now.
It's less than 50 to go. 48 when we cross the stripe. Peter Short's gone.
The leader just gets a pretty good jump most of the night. Top, I'd say your 3 fastest cars of the ones remaining are 1, 2, 3. So let's see what can happen here. See if Kevin can keep that pressure applied with the same tires now.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Not looking good, is it?
No.
Paul Ross trying to get that low line working again. We've seen him working that on and off all night, especially the come in high, cut off low. So we'll see if he can work over Cody Wright, maybe get up closer to these guys. I feel like he's had a decent car, just been fixing that damage and restarting the back all night.
Kyle Henshaw big time in the wall.
I remember him getting lapped. He's still back. He's got the lucky dog, didn't he?
Yeah, he's made those laps up. He's currently running 7th.
Oh,
Chad Brown goes around again.
No caution at the moment. Still green. Boy, that car has seen better days. Gonna stay green, thankfully. We got Kevin Finn looking to the low side of Peter Short here through 1 and 2. Oh, got a good drive off of 2.
He did.
Make it stick, and lost a little bit there.
I don't know, Thomas. I think maybe some of that rubber's coming in at the top. Maybe Kevin can get that run on the low line. He's right there with him.
Yeah, just gotta keep working him though. Looks like Peter's using more and more of that track too. That top line might not be as good as it was. I'd argue to maybe start taking that Paul Ross approach too, the trade where you can arc it in high and then cut it low to get that run off. Tell you what, David Wilson's right here in this picture too, Trey. You hadn't let him get away from him.
Yeah, so's Nathan Velez.
This might be the story of the 33s holding him up just a touch, although starting to gap him a little bit that lap. Maybe get out of his rhythm a couple laps there. So Paul Ross, just couldn't quite get it done there. Thought he was going to slide up in front of the 38. Couldn't get it done. 38's going to shoot back around the outside there. Still your battle for 5th.
pretty good run for Cody. He always cautions out again.
It's like 64 around again.
Yeah.
Yep, self-spin at turn 4 for 64. Yeah, you're right, though. That's been a solid run for the 38 all night. It's something we needed as he's pretty deep in the points still. A win's probably going to be his best shot, but, you can at least hang your head high with a top 5 and maybe get some momentum built. Even if you don't make the playoffs, you can still just start gaining some positions in the points.
He's one of those guys, man. It seems like seeing everybody coming down pit road again. I'm just waiting for that guy to stay out. I mean, Hackathorn stays out, but
Yeah, Wayne needs the laps back.
oh yeah, that's true. He's 8 laps down now.
That's, I mean, David Wilson's having a good night. So do you want to take the gamble of get yourself dumped on old tires or, run into the wall trying to hold him off? But then you could stay out and win the race and not have to worry about it.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I'm Kevin Finn. I've already got a win. I'm locked into the chase. Why not take the
48,
chance?
I mean, you got to go for the Hail Mary anyway. You're not going to make it
Yeah.
in on points, probably. So why not do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, you got to try something.
Maybe we're too aggressive. I don't think we'd be good crew chiefs.
Probably not.
Be like a Greg Ives or something.
Wouldn't be good poker players, right? Be like, all in. We're all in.
And we're out.
Yeah, but you only have like a 6 and a 2. I don't care. We're all in.
Something tells me we're good. I mean, there's nothing to lose with these guys. You're going to have to, like you said, the 14's locked in. The 48's pretty much got to win, so why not try it? Heck, we saw Cody Wright do it at, I believe, South Boston, right? I mean, it didn't work out, but at least he tried.
Yeah.
Gives us something good to look at. Or go, ooh, so that's why you don't do it. Or even the retiree Nathan Young could stay out, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe get another caution in the next 10 laps or so. Maybe these guys, the 14, the 48, maybe they'll try a little something different. Maybe they just feel there's too many laps left in the race.
I mean, 30, around 30-ish. That's not that many on a track like this. Trying to find the mileage. It's a 0.69 of a mile track. I couldn't remember the number. So, I don't know. I'd try it, but, that's me. I like getting in the way and causing trouble.
Yeah, me too. That's why I guess we're up here in the booth, getting in people's way and getting in trouble. Oh, we're talking about F1 in chat. Talking about Catbox and F1.
Catbox?
Oh, Cataluna. I don't even know how you say that. Anyway,
call it Spain.
Yeah, Spain.
Oh, we're going to go back to green one more time.
One more again.
Don't bleed the producer's language over into here. See if the 48 can keep this jump this time. It seems like they just cannot read the leader when he's going, I guess because of the corner exit. Oops, got him again. 39 got a good jump though, but I believe the 48's got a similar ends. 39 gets a piece of the wall going in.
Yeah, a little scrape there. Paul Ross makes his way around Cody Wright for 5th.
He's got a fast little hot rod, just got to keep himself up there. 38 holding strong on the bottom though.
Oh,
until he gets sideways. Good save though.
Save.
I'm sure Hackathorn's like, really? I tried to get around you all night long and you didn't make a mistake. don't know. Still don't know if they have anything. But 30, there's the 14's in the wall. 48's gonna try to miss somebody sideways through the grass.
Kept it off the wall. Caution's not going to come out, but he's going to lose a ton of track position.
Yeah, mega. Only about 2 spots, but a lot of track position. Oh, 14's in the wall
14's
again.
in the wall again.
Fireworks show.
You're overdriving at 14.
See, if you would have stayed out, you would have been in front of this mess, and it never would have happened. Someone get down that 48 holler real quick. Stay out next time. Who'd we try and we tried to do that in this league before, didn't we?
Yeah, and another league last year.
Well, that was trying to win a championship.
We would have won it too. Damn it.
God, they just won't listen to us. And we offer free advice, and you guys just blow us off. God. I guess I figure our advice is like fantasy picks and get you flipped over. So. Fled's still got some speed in that car, though. Kind of running right about 2/10 quicker than Paul Ross last lap. So.
Yeah, but he's gonna need a caution.
Yes. David Wilson also right there with him, though. He's hoping it stays green. See if he can manage that P3. Oh, contact between Nathan Young and Cody Wright. It's going to send the 38 around off of 4. And there's the caution. Looks like Nick maybe spun to miss that, maybe. Yeah, he was behind that. Looks like he spun trying to miss it.
It's like a little net code there.
Yeah, it's laws of netcode racing. Oh, okay. The 33 spun out also under that caution.
What?
Yeah. Wow, that was a heck of a save down the backstretch. Jeez.
I saw Levi do that early in the race.
Wow. I believe it gave the lead, though, to Kevin Finn coming into those pit stops.
It did.
Because he lost. Man, that was a heck of a save. Now, who stayed out there? Anybody?
Nathan Velez.
Ooh, he was listening.
Uh-oh.
Good jump from the 14. Did Henshaw take 2, maybe?
Yes.
Definitely beat the 33 out, so.
Yes, he did.
Man, I can't. That was a heck of a save from Peter. Well, now the game changes.
Yeah, yes, it does, Thomas. Now we're going to see if our strategy works with what? We're going to have
Less than
20
20
to go. Yeah, less than 20 maybe.
Interesting little predicament Rusty Webb and Nick Miller are in. They are both 10 laps down and cannot fall one more down or they will be instantly removed.
I believe
Quite the
Nick
gap.
Miller was caught up in that last incident.
Yeah, so I think he's trying to figure out a way to pit here, which if I were him, I would just speed on pit lane. Because what's it going to hurt? Get damage fixed or whatever you need and then speed coming out. All it is an EOL. So. Not that I've ever done that.
Ever.
Just don't get excessive speeding because they'll hold you for that.
Looks like we had two takers to stay out, Thomas. The 48 and the 38 stayed out.
Now, wasn't the 38 just in that caution?
Yeah, I think so.
We saw him do this. I believe it was it South Boston? No, not South Boston. Five Flags. So I don't. Those tires are gonna be a little warm, but I guess it'd be all right. I think this is brilliant for the 48. This is what he wanted. If he can clear Cody going into turn 1, that's a good gap he'll have.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Pace car dumps in. If I'm the 48, I'm going.
I mean, look at this. Velez, Cody Wright, Kevin Finn back to third now. Hanshaw, I mean, what a night. Currently P4. All right, let's see what we got here, boys.
Wow, he's going to bring him down slow. I'd have been gone 200
Just gonna
meters
wait for
ago.
that jump right here. Yep.
Yep.
Good jump, gonna allow Cody Wright's already in the wall though. Oh, he's gonna come off and just clip Peter Short.
Man. Oh, so he goes around.
No caution. Still Green and Velez still out front. Gonna have to make that car awful wide. Or just hit your marks.
Yeah, just hit your marks. I would try to run the line that Kevin Finn's running. If he wants to run high, I would try to run high. He's given too much of that high setup going into turn 1 there.
14 got a good run through the center that time, though. Best thing 48 wants to see is that 33 get up here and kind of race with this 14, see if he can pull away from them as they're racing. Bottom line, not a good drive off that time. Looks like the maybe lower line's better through 1 and 2, but not so good through 3 and 4.
'48's doing a good job so far of maintaining that gap. As like you said, Thomas, the 33 has closed back up onto the bumper of the 14. So
yeah, he's wheeling her pretty good. I see that car kind of wagging the tail there. 14 used up all the track there. This is where it gets dicey, Trey. You get this guy in front of you who's kind of a little bit slower on these tires, and you're trying to race for second and third, and it's kind of backing you up.
Well, it's dicey, I think, for Kevin Finn, because I'd be worried about the 33 running over me.
In a meat and a sandwich right now.
Right.
Man, that is dicey.
But I mean, we see these guys make passes on the low side if they can just get that run in, kind of dive it down low into turn 1 or turn 3 as we got a lap car coming up. Cody Wright. This should be crazy.
Looks like he's going to make them go low. Maybe he'll pull down on the back stretch.
I think if I'm Nathan Velez, I'm telling him, hey, get low, get low. 3 wide.
Take him 3 wide. Oh, Peter Short's going to try and shoot the gap in the middle. That's not going to work.
Oh.
Got rid of Cody.
Yeah, I don't think you could have caught a lap car in a worse spot.
Man.
But it worked out for Nathan Velez. He's able to stretch it out over the 14 a little bit.
A little breathing room there.
10 to go.
Best thing the 48 can do is just rip that rear view mirror off and keep driving out the front.
Yeah. Without a doubt. Just hit your marks. If they pass you, they pass you. I'm not crazy about the low entries got into the corners, but hey, if it's working, it's working.
Yeah, too late to change your rhythm now. Oh, contact between David and Kyle Hanshaw there, I believe. Oh, caution's out.
Ooh, caution.
Looks like a Cree, maybe?
Again?
Yep. Self-spin off a 4?
Again?
Yep.
So like 4?
I lost track. It's like Danica level.
Ooh.
Race isn't even here.
I think if you're Nathan Velez, you'd like to run, 3, maybe 4 more laps before that happened?
Here's the dilemma. We should go back to green because we're going to be less than... I don't know. Need about 2 or 3 laps because you can't have a 1-lap shootout in 3 wide, so you're going to need that balance. 61, 60. Oh, that's going to be close. For once, our strategy call may have worked, Trey.
Maybe. I think Nathan can hold him off even if we go back to green with 2 to 3 to go. Now with
desperate, yeah.
Yeah, now without a doubt, I think as soon as the pace car ducks off, you go.
If anything, we should have not a 1-lap, but a 2-lap shootout.
2? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The pace car ducks down, you go.
Or a move we've seen famous in Scars now, slow him down, then go.
Well, he kind of did that last...
He kind of brought him down slow, didn't he?
Yeah,
Real
he did.
Slow. It's like a Kyle Busch kind of, I'm going to snooker you into easing up and then going. I mean, you got to change it up, otherwise they'll just eat you alive.
That's why I would just, as soon as the pace car ducks in, I'd be gone.
Ooh, I don't know.
And Nathan's asking, what are we going to do? We're going to have 2 laps to go. Well, Nathan, you need to pull those straps tight, get up on that wheel, and go out and win this race. That's what you got to do, bud.
I mean, it's a short track. Would it be... I mean, that's, nothing else. A 2-lap shootout to settle it? After the night this has been? I mean, that's... What other way can you go out? I mean, you can't forget, this is the guy going for back-to-back wins at I had it first time all night at Lucas Oil Raceway.
And not to mention that, Thomas, what is it going to do to the playoffs? I mean,
I don't even want to do those points.
This guy's 50 points out. He wins. He's in. Johnny Thomas misses the race.
Corey Lindsay. I mean, it's just going to go it all into
oh, my word. This is like dream scenario.
Thank you, Dan Lisa, for doing the points automatically. All right, pace car's off. This is it, Trey. It'll be winner chicken dinner, or someone's going to get their feelings hurt.
I'm going right here. If I'm Nathan Velez, pedal down right here. There he goes. Good jump by Peter Short. Yeah.
Peter's going to sail it in. Not going to stick.
Oh, man, what a save.
Well, he gave it his all.
Yes, sir. He said, I'm going to win it in turn 1 or not. And not. Come on, Nathan. Oh, we got a car around. Caution's out. That's it. Nathan Velez is going to win it tonight. Wow.
It's like a Cree, Cody Wright involved.
Did you say Jeffrey Cree?
32. You're just going to have to... Oh, actually, that's way ahead of them. Looks like Paul Ross, the trigger of that. Maybe some contact up there with Kyle Hanshaw.
I can't bust no balls, man. That's short track racing, Thomas.
Yeah, but I think the bigger story, like we well, we hyped it up before the start of this. Nathan Velez into the playoffs with that win.
Yeah, I mean, he was 50 points out. I mean, we mentioned it. He had to win to get in, and he did. I mean, back-to-back wins here at ORP. Exciting. You know what, Thomas? He took our advice. He stayed out.
Yeah, I mean, surely he listened to us on the stream and was like, "I'll do what they say."
Without a doubt. Nice fireworks going off overhead.
Yeah, nice display, unlike at Kentucky where they just kind of threw them in. Wow, that was worth the wait.
I tell you what, though, man, I'll hand it to Peter Short.
He sailed it in there.
Dude, he sold out in turn one trying to win this race.
Yeah, that was. Whew. I hate to be the storyline writer after this one because you've got about 15 headlines you can start off with. Points, surprise winner, playoff shakeups, self spins, drama. To the old team speak.
All right. Wow. What started out to be oh my
Eventful?
God. Yeah, eventful. Turned out to be a pretty good race here at the end, Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a typical short track race, really, is what you see week in and week out from maybe like a local short track. But obviously, surprise winner, went back to back wins here at Lucas Oil Raceway, but definitely shook up the points in the lower half of the field.
I don't know if I would call this a surprise winner. He won last year. He was fast in practice. He qualified, mid pack, but still he found his way to victory lane. I don't think it's a surprise.
Maybe a surprise tonight. He's been quick this season, just hasn't had the luck. Like we said, if you get anyone else needs any advice, tips for strategy, me and Trey are available to help you during these races.
Oh, without a doubt. And, Thomas, Chuck, he asked us, he said he wants us to make the calls for him tomorrow night. I said, yeah, keep all four wheels on the pavement tomorrow night, Chuck.
That's a solid tip. Also, miss the grass.
Very solid. Yeah, miss the grass. No barrel rolls down the front stretch.
What do you say we grab third place finisher tonight? He probably has a heck of a story about that last restart.
I bet he does. He started tail gun Charlie on the field, wasted no time making his way to the front, led, I think, a race high 104 laps tonight, sold his soul to the devil on that last restart going into turn one. Fortunately, the devil wasn't taking it. But Peter Short, tell us about your race. Nonetheless, finished third tonight. How was it, buddy?
Yeah, I tried to do that worse the first thing, starting shotgun on the field, but it was a really good setup on the long run. It got really stable. First few laps were really tricky around other cars especially, and that's kind of just the way the race went. And tonight, I think probably if I was to sum up my race, I'd call myself a professional wrecker tonight because I spun the car coming out of turn two, which was really disappointing to me, but the caution had just come out when my rear tires broke loose, and I just lost that first place to Kevin, and iRacing put him in front of me, and wasn't able to make up that spot back on pit road, and Kevin came out in front, and I was looking at when that last caution came out, possibly getting around Kevin and having a run at Velez. I knew with Velez it was going to be a one shot. I'd have to get to him, and and try and get by him. I dialed in a lot of rear brake, but I wasn't low enough in turn 1. I think I was going to run into the back of the 48, so I had to put on the brake a little bit harder than my brake bias would allow me to, and kind of had that back end step out. Went back to 4th, and then I had the 18 car spinning on the inside of me. So, really lucky night. Just to get through those first 2 wrecks was kind of a good luck, good omen for how the night went. But tonight really wasn't my strong point. I really couldn't figure out the track in practice, and I don't know if I was overdriving it, underdriving it, but I was a couple tenths off in practice. And based on how fast I was in practice, 3rd place is a good result for me.
Well, Peter, you get to pick another shot at a short track next week here in the B car. You guys head to Richmond. Is that next week? Oh, sorry, no, that's actually 2 weeks, isn't it? My bad. Well, you at least get to try your next B race at Richmond. But you think you might have a little better luck on that short track, or is you just maybe just a little bit off on the short tracks compared to what we've seen more in the 1.5 miles and 2 mile tracks?
No, I think that the short tracks are probably my strong suit. Tonight, I felt, well, on the long run, I felt really comfortable. I had made a few mistakes. The setup was interesting tonight. The seams kind of would come out and get you and grab you, and that's what I think got me there when I spun the first time. But I think they're my strong suit, so I'm looking forward to going to Richmond. Tonight was a Dash for Cash race, I believe, and I really wanted to try and get that Dash for Cash sweep because I won at Thompson and also early in the year at Bristol. So, but I wasn't quite able to do that. So Velez has an extra $10 in his back pocket, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Richmond and Auto Club to close out the regular season, quote unquote.
Now, I tell you, Peter, obviously you've got to be the favorite moving into the playoffs, but you had a guy in Nathan Velez tonight that was 50 points outside of the playoffs, and he did what was necessary to win to get into the playoffs. And we've seen flashes of brilliance from Nathan this season. It seems like there's some tracks that he's really good at. Do you see that 48 car being a threat to the championship moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Velez, Mickey, Paul, those guys are who I have who have circled in the standings as being fast week in, week out. But yeah, Velez definitely. He was amazing at Michigan, and he's one of those people. He's kind of a question mark. It comes week to week with him, and we'll see because it all comes down to one race. And if you're in that final race and it's a track that's in your strong suit, that's going to be a really key point in winning this championship this year.
All right, Peter. As always, we appreciate it. We got your chair. We had to dust it off for you. But you're always welcome in the booth. And you know the deal, man. Before you go, give us those shout-outs, brother.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Eisentech, Drew Eisenman, and all the guys who run Eisentech, because we got some really cool things in store coming up. We have the throwback race. Drew's painted everyone's car for that throwback race on our team, and he's already working on next year's scheme. He's doing some awesome job of that. Corey for putting on the show. Man, poor old Corey. He started on the pole. He deserves a shout out for that, nonetheless, and he didn't even get to start the race. So that must be heartbreaking for him because he was really fast tonight. And thank you to all y'all do. Y'all do a great job, and I enjoy listening to y'all during the week, watching those weekend races, and y'all do a great job. Make it a lot of fun for everyone in the league.
All right, Peter, we're going to see you Wednesday night.
Good question. Is possible. I don't know. I can't remember what the NFL uses for their, whether they're in or out, but I would say I'm probable. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I'll be there. Should be fun.
All right, Peter. Well, either way, we'll see you again. And we know we'll probably be talking to you again. But in any regards, we'll see you next week, man.
All right. See y'all.
And unless we have a Scott Ickes moment at Homestead, that the Corey Lindsey not getting the start from the pole is probably going to be heartbreak of the year.
Yeah, I saw that user was dropped or whatever, and I was like, oh man, that really sucks. It's like, can we restart the server? Nope, can't do that.
Oh, it's sitting escrow 9 days.
I know, right? All right, he started 8th. He was in the top 5 most of the night. And matter of fact, he was in the top 3 most of the night. He was looking Army strong in that number 14 car, but came up just 0.4 of a second short from knocking off Nathan Velez. Kevin, the Flying Fin, tell us about your race, bud.
Yeah, it was a real fun race when we were actually racing. Under caution, it was getting really boring, and but once you got the cautions out of the way, the long green flag runs were really fun. All I saw was canes the whole night on the back of Peter's car, and I feel like I could catch up to him. I could stay with him for the first 15, 20 laps when we did get a green flag run, and but he was just a little better than me tonight, and it was real fun racing with him. And then Velez at the end, it was really fun.
Well, Kevin, you had a few weeks off with your computer issues. You know, we enjoyed having you in chat, but it was good to see you back on the track there battling Peter and Nathan all night trying to get that win. Anything look forward to coming up in the the final 2 races of the regular season? You got Richmond and Auto Club. You think you can maybe notch another win in there and get above Peter, or at least come even with Peter and Eric in wins for the season?
Oh yeah, definitely. I love Richmond. I also love Auto Club, but as much as I love watching you guys streams, I'd rather be racing in here. Yeah, Richmond. I think I finished second there last year. It's a good track for me. I like that type of short track, and Auto Club's really fun too. It'll be fun to see the cars. I guess it'll be really fun to race.
Well, it won't be the final time we see you this week, though, Kevin. You got to hop in the old Cup car tomorrow night for the big track over there in Indy. You guys excited and prepared for that one?
Yeah, Indy's a great track. Not that fun to watch, but it's really cool to race, and I'm excited for tomorrow. I like Indy. I'm really pretty good at Indy, but still got to find a few more tenths out of the car. But we'll see what happens tomorrow night.
All right, Kevin. Well, it was a pleasure seeing you back on track tonight. Outstanding run. You led, 32 laps tonight. Exciting battle there with Nathan Velez and Peter Short there at the end. You know the deal, brother. Give us those shout-outs, man.
Well, first, I got to shout out for Eisentek, my teammates. They're a big help tonight. Even though Drew and Jordan, they wrecked out early. And shout out to 3 Wide, as always. Corey does a lot for this league. Sucks for him, as he lagged out. He had the pole, but and yeah, that's about it. Oh, shout out to the guys racing up front who were pretty clean.
All right, Kevin. Well, we'll see you tomorrow night for the Cold Hard Art Cup Series at Indy.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, I got him. Wendell Thomas.
Woo!
He came, 50 points outside looking in.
Trey, points don't matter anymore, bro.
No, they don't. I mean, winner, chicken dinner. He defended the title at ORP. He brings it home again. Big balls on Nathan Velez, staying out with 22 to go. And guess what? Those are the 22 laps he led tonight to bring into victory lane. Nathan Velez, tell us about your race, brother.
Good evening, fellas. What can I say, man? Sometimes it's better lucky than good. I was just trying to stay up with the leaders. I don't know what happened when I self-spun, but I'm just glad I wasn't too far behind and I was able to gain some positions. And then I had Mr. Levi Zelensky helping me out, so I got to give him some credit. He told me to stay out with the last, 20 laps to go. Actually, I was probably going to pit, but he said stay out, so I did. Trusted my pit guy there, and I was lucky. I was kind of hoping for some cautions towards the end there, and I knew once you get out, it is difficult to pass here as long as you run the line that everybody's running, because it's difficult to pass down low. So that was my strategy late. It's the same way I won it last year. So like I said, it's sometimes just better to be lucky than good. And I don't think I was the fastest car tonight, but I was definitely one of the luckiest.
Well, you might not have been the fastest, Nathan, but you definitely weren't the slowest. And you know what? A strategy wins races too, and that's what we talked about. And I'm kind of wondering if your man Levi was listening to the broadcast, because we were telling you, stay out. Tell us about that. I mean, that had to take a lot of nerve for you to stay out thinking, 20, 25 laps to go. Should I stay out? But it turned out to be a great call.
Yeah, it did. And one of the reasons was we didn't have too many laps on those tires, and the drop off wasn't too bad. Plus, Levi was telling me that I was gaining 2/10 on the leaders just before that caution. So for him, it was an easy call to tell me to stay out, and I'm just glad I actually listened to him. And then the rest is history.
Well, Nathan, enjoy your 2-week break you get now. You get to kind of show up and relax and try and win a few races, but not have to worry about points. But then after that, you get to get back to business as the playoffs begin, and you're guaranteed a spot in with that win tonight. So congratulations on that, and maybe you can give old Eric, Mickey, and Peter Short a run for the money up there.
Yeah, thank you. I thought in the B Cup it was points, wins in the A Cup, but I'll take a look at that.
I'll have to double check that one. I believe both of you get in. Let me see.
I personally hope you're in, man, because you've displayed a lot of speed over the broadcasts that we've covered. So you definitely would be a great addition to the playoffs. And if you are in, Nathan, what do you think your chances are to bring home the title here in the Nathan Young Design Series?
Oh, if I'm in, I'll be happy. My chances, I would say fair to good. I mean, there's a lot. I can't. There's a lot of fast guys in this league. Sam Close and Peter Short, and you got Kevin Finn. I mean, there's just a lot of fast guys. So I can't really say. It's going to take some luck, and making the right decisions and staying out of trouble, and of course maintaining speed. So I mean, I think I've got a decent chance. So we'll see how it goes. We'll even see if I make the chase. I got to find out how they calculate that, or how they're allowing that. Because I know the A Cup, it's a win and you're in as long as you ran enough races. I wasn't sure about the B Cup though.
Oh, so we got confirmation in chat, Nathan. Corey Lindsay says Velez in, win, and you're in for the B Car Series. So congratulations, man. You fought your way into the playoffs.
Oh, thank you. And it was been such an up and down season, and that actually makes my night. I'm really happy. I'm just too bad I'm sad I can't watch the replay tomorrow, at least not during the day. I'll watch it tomorrow night when I get home, actually after the A Cup race.
Well, that's a good thing about YouTube, man. We're here for perpetuity.
Until they shut it down.
And that means forever, Wendell.
Yeah, Wendell.
Anyway, Nathan, congratulations on the win, man. 22 laps led. It just so happens the last 22 laps of the race, the most important one being the checker flag lap. You know the deal, brother. Give us those shout-outs, man.
I'd like to give a shout out to Nathan Young Designs, 3 Wide Racing, definitely Levi Zielinski. I'm going to give a shout out to the guys that raced real clean tonight, Kevin and Peter. I was glad that that last second pass he tried to make, he didn't run me over. And of course, Tanner Sharp, who was also helping me out during the race.
All right, Nathan. Well, we're excited to see your run through the playoffs, man. We look forward to seeing.
Oh, and I can't forget OCR TV. You guys do such a fantastic job.
Well, that goes without saying, man. I mean, just so. But anyway, congrats again, Nathan. Hard-fought win, backing up, defending your title tonight. Look forward to seeing your run through the playoffs. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys. Guys, have a good night.
And as you see on screen, our lovely producer is running you through the final results from tonight's event. We had 9 cars finish on the lead lap, and Hackathorn did get back around Jeffrey Cree at the end there. Trey got that top 10 that he was looking for.
Woohoo!
Could need more than that in points-wise, though, but, solid top 10 after connection issues and a rough night for a lot of these guys. So, Cody Wright hung in there after staying out with Velez. Still got an 8th place finish after... So he had a little better car than that all night, but kind of took the gamble and didn't work out for him. So not bad, but probably a little disappointed.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to Kyle Hanshaw, David Wilson, Nathan Young. It was what we saw Kyle Hanshaw getting lapped several times. He ended up bringing home 4th on the lead lap. David Wilson 5th, Nathan Young 6th. So great job to those guys for sticking it out and had solid runs tonight.
And that young guy did pretty good for being retired, from what I hear.
Right? He's like the Mark Martin of 3-wide.
Oh boy! Speaking of 3-wide, we've already mentioned it before, but tomorrow night we hop in the helicopter and fly across town. We go see the big track over there at Indianapolis. Going to be quite the show. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of effort put into this race. We heard Chuck and Chad already say learned a little something in practice, so something to look out for. And I'm sure Peter Short, go down the list. Johnny Thomas, those guys are going to put all the effort in to try and shore up some points, maybe get another win as you head into the final 3 races on the Cold Hard Art regular season before we hit the playoffs.
Woo!
But until then, Trey, tell them what they can do.
See ya!